Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me for this very brief introduction to my upcoming online meditation retreat, Equanimity, the Clear Seeing Heart. But before I get into that, just to introduce myself a little bit for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris Luard, and I'm a long-time meditation and mindfulness practitioner. Been practicing and studying for probably about 36 years now. And I'm well versed and deeply trained in both the Theravada and Mahayana schools of Buddhism, and also had a little bit of training in Vedanta Hinduism. And I'm quite deeply trained in also many Western modalities, such as positive neuroplasticity, MBSR, and trauma-sensitive mindfulness, among others. So I've made this really my life's work. I've dedicated my life to the study of different meditation modalities and healing modalities. In addition to all of the study and practice that I've done over the years, I've also now been teaching worldwide for the past 12, almost 13 years now. So happy to be here with you all, and very, very excited about presenting Equanimity, a Clear Seeing Heart. So a little bit about the program here. First, I just want to define equanimity for those who don't know. It's kind of an unusual word. It's really not a word that's, you often hear at a cocktail party, for example, or in passing, right? Really, I think only meditation teachers use the word equanimity. So what is that? What does it mean? And so I've listed a few definitions here on the slide on the screen. We could define equanimity as experiencing life as it is. Experiencing life free from preference and prejudice. Bhikkhu Bodhi, the Theravada Thai forest monk, I think he's from the Thai forest tradition. Anyway, he's a Theravada monk and scholar. I believe he lives in New York. Anyway, he defines equanimity as to stand in the middle of. Some scholars define equanimity as the middle way, which is really referring to one of the fundamental teachings from the Buddhist tradition. Probably my favorite definition of equanimity would be a non-reactive space, cultivating a space of non-reactivity from which we can operate and live our life. Some people define equanimity as enlightenment itself, nirvana, if there is an end game to the practices, it would be that, right? And so some people consider equanimity to be that profound of a quality that it is the actual omega point of mindfulness and meditation practice. And so throughout the 8-week course, we'll be taking a look at all of those definitions as a way of bringing our awareness into a place of equanimity. So first, we practice experiencing ourself through the eyes of non-judgment. It was the great sage Krishnamurti who once said, "The highest form of human intelligence is the ability to see oneself through the eyes of non-judgment." And so a big part of the 8 weeks that we'll have together will be focused on cultivating that way of seeing, that way of experiencing ourselves. And then we turn and we experience the world in that way. We practice relating to the world without our preferences and prejudices. Now, it's not that we will, be eradicated from preference and prejudice, or they will be eradicated from our nervous system. That's quite impossible. They will still be there, but we just won't take them so seriously. We can allow our preferences and prejudices to inform our movements in the world. I prefer to have a cool, air-conditioned room. very hot summer day, for example. And so that can inform my movement forward. When I enter into a room, I might turn the air conditioning on. But we don't need to get into an argument about that, and we don't need to cling to those preferences and prejudices so tightly. And so much suffering in the world arises from that type of clinging. So just to kind of underscore all of that, we'll spend 4 weeks, and this is the plan. We're not necessarily going to stick to this exactly. It really depends on what's arising for people throughout the course. But we'll spend, the idea anyway, the map is that we spend 4 weeks cultivating that, seeing ourselves through the eyes of non-judgment. Spend 4 weeks with that, then 1 week on people we love or like, 1 week on people we don't know, 1 week with people who challenge us in particular ways, and then seeing the entire world with the eyes of equanimity. So we'll be drawing from many different practices, and again, I've been trained in many different modalities. So we'll be drawing from all of them. We'll be drawing from Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism, also modern day neuroplasticity. We'll be drawing on some contemplative Christian writings, such as writings from Richard Rohr and Father Thomas Keating. We'll also be drawing from Taoism. The early school of Taoism from China is rich with beautiful poetry and writings that really point to this quality of equanimity. We'll be also looking at the school of Zen and Sufism and some of the writings in those schools as well. It's a very, very rich offering. I'm very much looking forward to it. So to sum everything up and then to give the bottom line here. Equanimity, the clear-seeing heart. We open on July 27th, about 5 or 6 weeks away. And it runs to September 18th. There's 2 sections, and I cap each section with 20 participants. And I do that to keep it very nice. We enter into a confidentiality agreement together so that we all feel comfortable sharing with each other. And it becomes quite a community online. So just 20 participants per section. So seating is quite limited. You might want to, if you're hearing this now and you're thinking about it, just keep in mind, don't wait too long. We meet Wednesday evenings and Sunday evenings, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. East Coast time. It's a 2-hour block. There will be a 10-minute break in the middle. The second section, which is designed to cater more to people in Europe, and so that's from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Mondays and Thursdays. I'll be in Thailand at that time, so it's 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. in Thailand, 10 a.m. to, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Thailand. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Thailand, section 2. And so I mention that because some people in Thailand and the Philippines, they like to have a later morning and they want to join in the afternoon or early evening. So you'd be welcome to sign up there. For more information about the retreats, if that's a little bit unclear, please do visit my website, www.suchsweetthunder.org. Now, people can attend as many of the live sessions or as few as is comfortable for you. In fact, if you want to do the whole 8 weeks at your own pace, you'd be welcome to do that too. You don't have to make the live sessions. Everything will be recorded and made available just a few hours after the session. So I do have people who register for the retreat who just do the whole thing at their own pace. There is a Facebook community page that's built around the retreat, so you still have the community bonding that can happen in a program like this, even if you just do the retreat at your own pace. Everything that I offer is offered in a secular voice, although I do draw from the Buddhist traditions quite heavily. I do make those teachings available to people from all walks of life and any belief system or any religious background. Everyone's welcome. In addition to that, everything that I offer is offered within a trauma-informed environment. So I really value everyone's safety and everyone's confidentiality. So for more information, again, check the website suchsweetthunder.org, or you could email me. The email is on the screen here. It's my name, Chris Luard @yahoo.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the retreat. Thank you so much.